Over the coming year we plan to ride to many of the biker meets all over southern England, like this one here at Newlands Corner, to raise more awareness about our project and to also collect more donations.
Thank you very much. Very kind of you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Excellent.
Well, I've already told your friend.
Yes.
Good luck.
Thank you
I
very
think
much.
you're going to need it.
Thank you.
And indeed,
Thank you very much, sir.
it'll help you on your way.
Thank you. Every little helps. It's very generous of you. You're welcome. Thank you.
All the best. All the best.
Thank you very much, sir. Yeah?
Bye.
Thank you. Les is a neighbour and good friend of mine with whom I've done a couple of trips to the Isle of Wight. Les will not be riding with us to Dubai, but will help us in our fundraising efforts leading up to the trip.
I've been riding motorcycles on and off since I was 16 years old. Quite a fair bit of experience. A couple of accidents, and of course you learn from that. At present I'm riding a Triumph Bonneville, which I'll call my body lass. I love riding my motorcycle, I really do. It's a tremendous thrill, and I'm very fortunate. I'm over 70 now and I'm still pretty fit physically and mentally. I worked for British Airways as an engineer for 30 years, so I've been fortunate enough to travel all over the world. And of course by doing so I've seen extreme poverty. A lot of people in this country aren't fortunate enough to travel that amount, and therefore they don't see this sort of thing. But it's very, very true about life, that travel does broaden your experience of other cultures, and we've always tried to act as a visitor rather than a tourist. I did start studying French, but I don't speak foreign languages at all. Of course, Latin is part of our language, which a lot of us don't realise how much Latin there is in our language. But you will get on. People always get on. You've got hand gestures, facial gestures, and as long as you have respect for other people's religions and way of life, and as the old saying is, when in Rome, do as the Romans do. It's very true, and you get by in life, and I've always got by on all the travels. I've never had any problems at all. It means an awful lot to me. I've often been generous with the tsunami. At my age I get winter fuel allowance, and I've actually given all of that to the big tsunami that took place. The pictures of that was quite horrific. I've seen obviously on the BBC News the victims, the flood victims in Pakistan, and it breaks your heart. The Pakistani community in this country, I thought, responded extremely well and very generously. Tents and food and so on and so forth, blankets. But money, with UNICEF handling the situation, I'm quite confident. It's nice to give something back, and how will I feel about myself? Well, pretty good. Doing things like this in life, and I've got the luxury of time to do it and experience, is extremely good for your self-esteem, as it would be for anybody's. I've been to mosques, quite obviously, and Buddhist temples. I've been in amazing cathedrals all over the world. So it's all education, and then in later life, hopefully, speaking to other people, particularly young people and children around here, they all appreciate me when they speak to me, and very often the children have had homework and said to parents, we need help here, well, you've got to go see Les. So it's all education. You never ever stop learning. I know that much, but there's that much out there. I know that. I know very little. The more you know, the more you realise how little you know. We'll all be there to help each other, four of us, and I'm sure we will. I met John recently at Box Hill, and that was the last thing in my mind that I was slightly concerned about. Having ridden with you, Alexis and Jamal, and toured the Isle of Wight. We got on really well, and it's very important if you're going to do something like this that you get on well. And I really like John, and I believe he did me as well. We clicked straight away. It's most important. You do not want tensions creeping into something as important as this when you're riding to raise money for the charity such as it is now is UNICEF for the Pakistani flood victims.